Hey there everybody, my name is Jordan Reeder and today we're going to be talking about the 5 things you need to know when considering a move to Bellevue, Washington. I'm super excited to go over this with you, so let's jump right into it. Hey there, as mentioned before, my name is Jordan Reeder and I'm a real estate agent and an investor here in the Seattle area. Me, my wife, my 2 cats, we decided to move to Bellevue about 1.5 years ago and we've all really enjoyed it here so far. So I thought I'd just take a few minutes to tell you the 5 things you need to know if you're looking to relocate to Bellevue from someone who actually lives here. The first thing you need to know is that Bellevue is in an ideal location. If you're not familiar with Bellevue, it's a community located about 20 minutes east of Seattle, just across Lake Washington. Let me share my screen with you. I'm gonna give you a quick geographic rundown of Bellevue. All right, so here's Bellevue, Washington. You've probably already done a Google search if you've been doing any research at all. Bellevue is just east of Seattle and it's not very well known, right? It's only 15 to 20 minutes from Seattle, depending on the time of day. It really has 2 main access points, which I'll show you here. The first one is to the north, which is 520, and that's located right up here. And this one has a toll. Tolls range anywhere from $2 all the way up to $4, depending on the time of day. The second area that you can access, or a main thoroughfare that you can access, is I-90. I-90 does not have a toll, which is nice. I live kind of in this area here, and so in East Bellevue, and so I can take I-90 all the way to Seattle without having to jump on 520 and pay the toll. You'd think that this might get even more congested because nobody wants to pay the toll, but in reality, it doesn't really get congested at all. Sometimes it can get congested going into I-5 here. Bellevue is located between 2 lakes, right? You have Lake Washington here to the west, and then you have Lake Sammamish here on the east. So you're never gonna run out of things to do. You have access to the water anywhere that you wanna go. There's about 5 zip codes here in Bellevue with real estate prices that are, this might be obvious, but they're gonna elevate as you get closer to either body of water. So like if you go into this area, which is West Bellevue, you have Clyde, Hill, and Medina. This is some of the most expensive real estate, or is the most expensive real estate in the state. Prices are gonna range there probably with a starting point of about 5 million, and it's going to range all the way up to 20 million plus. Over here in this area along the lake is going to be really sought after as well, so those real estate prices are going to be pretty high. You can find some stuff over here in even some median prices, which is around the $1.3 million range, with views starting at about 2.2 without access to the lake. If you want access to the lake and a view, you're looking at probably closer to 4 million with access to the lake. So there's many reasons for the high price points, right? As I kind of talked about. The first one is being the location. Because it's in the middle of the entire region, you're never gonna feel like any place is out of reach. If I kind of zoom out here, you're gonna notice that Bellevue is kind of in the middle of it all. So let's say, you want to go down to Pike Place Market and get a craft cocktail, maybe do some shopping over the weekend. It's only 10.8 miles from Bellevue. Let's say you wanted to go to see a Seahawks game, Kraken game, or a Mariner game. You're looking at 17 minutes, right? 520 a little bit longer, but for the most part, it literally does not take you very long to get across the water. Let's say you wanted to kind of go further north, like let's say all the way to Bothell, Mill Creek area, probably looking at somewhere around 19 minutes, 20 minutes. And if you want to go all the way down south to Tacoma, which again, this is a very, very large area that I'm talking about here, you're looking at about an hour. It doesn't change much from that unless you hit some nasty traffic. But for the most part, there's a few stop and go areas, but it's nothing too crazy. Oh, and the other thing I like to mention is hiking. A lot of clients ask me, well, there's a lot of mountains around that area, like where can you go to hike or get outdoors? Well, literally hiking to Mount Si Trailhead is 35 minutes away. Now there's a ton of hikes that I've done in this area. As a matter of fact, almost every weekend, and literally you're 35 minutes away from some of the most gorgeous mountains you can find. The second thing you need to know is that there are endless career opportunities here in Bellevue. So if you're looking to move here for a new career opportunity, Bellevue is going to be an awesome place to explore. It's no surprise that some of the biggest employers in Seattle are going to be large tech companies, right? With some recently moving into Bellevue and out of the main Seattle corridor. The top employers on the east side of Lake Washington, you're going to find companies like Amazon, Google, Microsoft, Facebook, T-Mobile, Expedia, many, many more. Again, whether you already live in this area and you're looking to be closer to a specific employer, or maybe you're looking looking to relocate to this area, Bellevue or just East Side in general is going to be a great place for any career mobility or career advancement that you're looking for. The third thing you need to know about Bellevue, it has some of the top school districts and amazing education. The East Side here in the Seattle market has always been known for its great school districts. As a matter of fact, housing prices, they can fluctuate anywhere from $100,000, $200,000 or more depending on the school district that it's in. And per greatschools.org, which is one of the more visible school rating systems or websites that you can check out, 3 of the top 5 elementary schools in the state are located here in Bellevue. And there are quite a few schools in the Bellevue area to explore, most all with great ratings. So if you are interested in exploring specific neighborhoods for your family, or you wanted to explore what school districts are in specific neighborhoods, please reach out to me anytime. All of my contact information is going to be located below the video. Other school districts in neighboring cities to Bellevue are also worth noting and checking out. You have Issaquah, Mercer Island, and Snoqualmie school districts here on the east side. They're going to provide amazing opportunities as well. Some of my clients that don't necessarily live in Bellevue might live just outside of Bellevue, and still they have an amazing opportunity as far as education. If this is something that's super important to you and your family, Bellevue and surrounding areas are always going to be worth checking out. The fourth thing that you need to know about Bellevue is its big city feels and its small town charm. Downtown Bellevue, for instance, offers tons of great shopping in the Bellevue Square Mall, restaurants, bars, all in a modern day setting. But just steps away in what we refer to as Old Bellevue, you're gonna find quaint shopping and a quaint restaurant vibe that's just a little bit more laid back than downtown Bellevue. You can find some great restaurants and some great little shops to go take a look at. And these two areas are connected by a 19-acre park, which is called Bellevue Park, which makes the entire area very walkable and kind of a charming way to bring that old Bellevue and new Bellevue together. And in addition to Bellevue Park, you're gonna find so many parks in and around Bellevue, which are all worth checking out, including Bellevue Botanical Gardens, which is another beautiful park here closer to the east side. There are tons of unique neighborhoods all throughout the city, which I'll outline in an upcoming video. But again, getting to the downtown corridor from any residential area in Bellevue is super easy, and it has that big city vibe you might be looking for, with clusters of the small town charm mixed in. The fifth thing that you need to know about Bellevue is its strong housing market. The top 4 reasons I mentioned earlier make Bellevue a super attractive area, and people just don't seem to want to leave here. A very strong housing market is another reason why. Last year, 2021, the Bellevue market appreciated 22% year over year. Now, there are many reasons for this. The first and the more obvious one is being supply and demand, but specifically what I'm referring to is supply and demand of land in general here. Yes, Bellevue's a pretty large area, but buildable land is very hard to come by. So most new construction around here, which is a really good way to increase supply, is what I call one down, one up, which means developers will typically tear one old house down and put just one new one up in its place. In some geographic areas around the nation, you can find large developments with like hundreds of houses being built at once, providing tons of new housing opportunities to choose from, but not really here in Bellevue. You can go really far north, east, and also south to find larger development opportunities where you can land some new construction without breaking the bank or paying what you're paying in Bellevue. But if you land a good job or career here on the east side, I'm confident that you're going to be rewarded with years of strong appreciation, and you're also going to be a bit insulated from what happens nationwide. Well, there you have it, the top 5 things that you need to know when considering a move to Bellevue, Washington. Look out for more videos that dive even deeper into specific cities on the east side and the type of inventory that's available in those cities. If you have any questions, please don't hesitate to reach out. I'm putting all of my contact information right here above me, so feel free to call or text me or email me anytime. I love helping people like you learn more about this area and assist them with any of their real estate needs. You can also connect with me in other ways through social media, or you can book a call with me directly by clicking on the link below the video. And finally, if you got some value out of this video, please give it a quick like and subscribe to the channel so I can keep bringing you content. And hey, is there other content that you'd like to see from me? I'd love to know about it. So please leave a comment below, and I will see you on the next one.